the Do Foundation.
They're in here thick tonight. They're thick. They're
Maybe we want to get up and do something already. Right now, let's go do something. Let's go. Let's do it. So we're going to bring up Mr. Brian O'Neill. So tell us a little bit about what you do and how the Do Foundation actually got started.
What I do, I'm not going to start with what I do. I'm going to start with what the organization does.
Okay.
Everyone was saying, you know, get out and do something. This is doing something. This is doing something for people. Strictly humanitarian. And it's all about the people who are on the streets and who are homeless. The Do Foundation, we take pride in actually going out on the streets, one-on-one, and helping individuals. Now that we have an office, we're trying to get these people to find where we are.
Right.
Come to our office, and the goal is once they walk in the door, they don't leave unless they're taken care of.
And where is your office located?
Our office is on Woodward in 7 Mile.
Okay.
It's 18820 Woodward. And we're 1 block away from the famous donut place.
Yes.
The Dutch Donuts.
Dutch Girl Donuts.
Okay, so that's easy to find. You find the donuts, you can find Do Foundation.
Yeah, and even if you don't find us, we'll find you.
Okay.
Do go get some donuts and then do stuff over at the Do Foundation.
So the mission is really helping to get helping the homeless population in the city of Detroit.
Yes, homeless people, the people who are on the streets, and that totally hidden demographic of people who are homeless that you wouldn't realize that are homeless. And
Right.
these are the people who are sleeping in cars, what we call sofa surfing. You know, they stay in someone's basement for 2 weeks. You know, kind of
Just jumping around.
Yeah, bouncing around. They have jobs. Some of them have cars.
Right.
And a large population are families. So you don't see those people. And pretty much for every homeless person that you see on the streets, there's maybe 5 more that are hidden that you don't see.
Right. So what are some of the things and services that the Do Foundation can do for the homeless population?
Well, we help assist people find better living situations, basically off the streets. We provide referrals to shelters. We are not a shelter. You know, that's been confused with us. A lot of people think, they'll come to our office thinking that we can just put them up somewhere in our building, but we're not a shelter. We like to do a little bit better than sheltering, and that's actually to keep them off the streets. Shelters are temporary. It's needed, you know, and thank God that we have shelters, but they need to sustain, you know, a life of self-sufficiency. So we provide referrals for, you know, people who are homeless, people who are on drugs, families, people who are about to be homeless.
Okay.
You know, we assist with, we don't actually pay people's bills, but we help them do budgeting to get past those bills.
Excellent.
Pretty much a one-stop shop of, you know, help, true, like real help, not just, hey, just, yeah, okay, point you that way and just go. It's really nurturing, just finding out what's going on, what's the problem, how can we help, and things of that nature. Right?
Yeah, and I think the big difference between us and some other agencies is we actually treat the person like a person, a fellow human being. And everything actually starts there. And you can take the worst of the worst people off the streets and bring them into the office, and they're already hopeless. So if you're treating them like trash to begin with, they're going to remain hopeless. If you pull their spirits up, then they're more willing to allow you to help them and to allow themselves to help themselves.
Right.
You know, that's a big jump right there, because it was that I was invisible. I had regular people walking by me, and they wouldn't look at me. Mm-hmm. They wouldn't say hello.
Right.
Had I been dressed differently and didn't look homeless, it'd be a good morning. It'd be eye contact.
I think the sentiment that a lot of people feel right now, you know, with the economy the way that it is, and everybody working and just kind of pinching pennies and being so driven in their own path, mm-hmm. to see someone, you know, asking for money is just kind of like, it's just kind of, you know, unfathomable, I guess, for people that their hearts maybe are hardened in that way. But at the same point in time, I understand what you're saying about the sentiment, people just needing someone to smile at them and tell them, you know, how are you? Or just speak to them and not treat them like they're just not human.
Right.
there was a story that I have. It happened to me maybe a couple months ago, and there was a guy, and I guess he's homeless. He was standing on the corner, and he had a sign, but the sign said, all that the sign said was "What up? What up?" money sign. And so it was like, "What up?" and then it had a money sign. So I'm like, I'm sitting there at the light, like, "What up, money?" Like, I'm trying to like understand, but I guess it was like funny because it meant "What up, dough?" Like, you get it? Like, I didn't get it then. But he got funny like with his little sign. And when I got it, I was laughing like at the light, right? And so at that time, I didn't give him any money or anything, but I bust out laughing, like really rolling. And he saw me laughing, and he bust out laughing. So it was like, we just had this moment, and I saw him again, and he had another sign that said something funny too. And it's almost like what you said. I don't even think he really wanted money, but just to see somebody look at him and smile and a laugh.
Yeah.
And so I got that from that experience.
Yeah, he got your attention.